Today, we're going to talk about what's happening in the banking sector, the halls of government, and the highest levels of the financial world, and how all these developments are setting the stage for XRP. There's news from Goldman Sachs that could be a turning point, not just for the macroeconomy, but for cryptocurrencies, and especially for XRP. The coming months will be a period of game-changing developments in the market. What's so important? Stay tuned, because this information could profoundly affect your investment decisions. If you find this content interesting, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel now. We all know how discriminatory banks have been towards cryptocurrencies lately. They simply refuse to provide services to companies or investors operating in the crypto sector. This situation threatens not only the crypto world, but financial freedom in general. However, this era of discrimination is about to end. According to leaked information from the White House, Trump is reportedly preparing a presidential order to punish banks that discriminate against crypto companies and people with certain political views. This would be a historic step, forcing banks to do business with cryptocurrencies. Banks will now have to work not only with traditional players in the banking sector, but also with innovative companies from the crypto world. This order also explains why companies like Coinbase had to build their own payment systems. Credit card processors and payment services were avoiding working with crypto companies due to their agreements with banks. This situation functioned as a kind of crypto censorship. However, this new regulation could remove these barriers. The end of this discrimination, one of the biggest obstacles to the mainstream integration of cryptocurrencies, will bring fresh blood to the market. This is a very important development for the future of the financial system. Meanwhile, revolutionary steps are being taken on the regulatory front. The CFTC has launched an initiative that will, for the first time, make spot crypto trading possible on federally registered exchanges. This paves the way for large institutional investors and funds to enter the crypto market within a legal framework. Now think about it. Banks are being forced to become crypto-friendly, and spot trading is beginning on regulated exchanges. All these developments provide very strong support for XRP's goal of becoming a global payment system. However, for all these developments to be reflected in the XRP price, we need to wait for the next major catalyst. And there's bombshell news about that catalyst. To understand market movements, it's essential to consider macroeconomic factors. At this point, a prediction from Goldman Sachs, one of the world's largest financial institutions, could change everything. Goldman Sachs predicts that the Federal Reserve will begin cutting interest rates in September. If this prediction is correct, it means trillions of dollars in new liquidity will flow into the market. With falling interest rates, it will be easier to get cheap loans from banks, which will lead both companies and individual investors to invest more in risky assets. History shows us that interest rate cuts are often the fuse for a bull run in crypto markets. This prediction from Goldman Sachs is not just an economic forecast, but also a signal of the major market movement expected. Behind this prediction lies immense pressure on the Fed. The expectation of markets, companies, and even the government for interest rate cuts is forcing the Fed to act in this direction. Furthermore, the new Fed director that Trump is expected to appoint is also anticipated to support interest rate cuts. When all these factors come together, a brand new page could open for the crypto market starting in September. In this scenario, projects that require liquidity and focus on international payment solutions, like XRP, could be among the assets that benefit the most from this fresh capital flow. All the pieces are coming together. The doors of banks are opening, regulatory approvals are arriving, and a massive inflow of money into the market is expected. This could be a harbinger of a brand new wave of appreciation that XRP has long been waiting for. Now, let's get to the main point. Despite all this positive news, why hasn't XRP reached the expected price yet? You're right. This situation can be frustrating. However, it's very common for the market to enter a consolidation period before major price movements. Instead of panicking, it's much more logical to focus on the big picture. Technical indicators also tell us a similar story. Currently, the stochastic RSI indicator is signaling a move upward from the oversold region. This indicator has also heralded strong rallies in previous bull runs. The signals show that XRP has the potential for a serious rally in the near future. The next few months are of critical importance for XRP. The regulatory hurdles in its field of activity are being overcome. The doors of the banking sector are opening, and liquidity is flowing from the global economy. All of these are harbingers of a storm that will carry XRP to new heights. Being patient and seeing the big picture is the key to success in this market. This will not only be a rally, but also proof of XRP's potential to transform the financial system. So, in light of these developments, do you think XRP is really ready to break a new record? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. In our next video, we'll discuss a behind-the-scenes development regarding XRP's institutional adoption that has never been talked about before. Don't miss it. See you in the next video.